Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to do a little kind of quick update when it comes to a really big media issue going on with PlayStation and Sony as a whole. Now, as you guys probably know, PlayStation did go and purchase up Bungie, which has been kind of a pretty cool cinematic universe, mainly where they have like really fun games. They've done really well with Halo back in the day and did really good when it came to Destiny, at least in terms of building the world, the characters, character involvement, all of that. Now, you guys may have your own grips when it comes to the game itself, the flow of the game, the microtransactions, or as well just the player base, whatever it might be. There's a lot of kind of critiques when it comes to the game, but right now we're actually seeing some really bad news where it seems like as of right this second, it seems like one of the biggest partnerships they had with Netflix seems to be kind of fizzling out. So do a quick little video on this, so if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you guys want to, and of course let me know if you guys would be disappointed. Now, as you guys probably know, Halo did have its own TV show that is actually, I think, getting another season 2 as well, although most of the critiques and, well, people in watching it didn't really love the series so much. Wasn't too homegrown, it wasn't too, well, I guess popular, I'd say, for most people, at least in my gaming circles. Although some other various games, such as Fallout, I have been watching, has had a really good reception. And typically, these video game concepts have done very well. The God of War TV show is coming soon. We've also seen Uncharted do well, Last of Us do well, and typically most PlayStation games have done relatively good. And Bungie was actually going to be a part of that as of, well, a while ago. We actually saw an article around here about a year ago or so saying that Bungie hires ex-Warner Bros. Executive for Destiny movies and also TV shows. Intriguing because Destiny was, like I said, kind of cool. It's like a sci-fi universe. They've written cool stories, written cool characters. They've kind of done the world building process already, and would be really cool to transition over to some like actual proper shows. And they had a chance to go hire up different people, such as Gabriel Von Haas, and they had basically was the title of the head of linear media for the Destiny IP. And as you guys probably know, they're going to do TV shows, comics, films, and a lot of things in the Destiny universe. And it's like seemed like a really cool idea at the time. I do think a lot of these really big media outlets have done well. Once again, like look at even for Last of Us, that brought a huge influx of people enjoying the games as a whole. Or as well, if you kind of go think about like the Fallout series, and you basically have a chance to go and look at like the actual Steam trackers and all that type of stuff, you have a chance to go and see how many more people have had a chance to go and check out games. Now, I'm going to go and show you guys some examples such as Fallout 76. Now, if you guys kind of look throughout the game itself as a whole, the game had a massive influx when it comes to people playing the game. And maybe around like, an 8,000, 10,000, 8,000, 10,000, 11,000 on a spike. But overall, the game itself is, I don't want to say it's dead, because for a somewhat multi-year-old game, this is actually pretty solid. But as you guys have probably had a chance to see and check out from the Fallout show, there has been a huge influx of people checking out pretty much every single one of the games. I myself, even on Twitch, have had the big temptation to want to go do like a Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas modded playthrough to go and check out the game. But if you guys look at the actual statistics, there was a huge, massive spike up after the show came out, and well, it bumped up to 39,000, 34,000, 41,000, and up to 44,000 players right now on Fallout 76. So it's pretty much at its all-time high, give or take, of the peak of the game as a whole. And that's actually insane. It kind of goes to show that basically if you have a good media, think Halo, think Last of Us, think one of these types of shows, it'll usually go and bring more people into playing the game, enjoying the universe. Cyberpunk as well. Very good example that has nothing to do with the big box PlayStation or Xboxes, just had an overall really good vibe. So that's what Destiny and Bungie were trying to go and do. They wanted to have PlayStation go be a part of this. They want to keep on bringing outside media to these outside places. And at the end of the day, like, I think a lot of people would like it, because I do think the Destiny universe, as someone who's played the game a lot, has a very somewhat convoluted lore at times, but it's really cool. It's futuristic Earth, futuristic space. You have the Cabal. You have all these crazy different characters. You have these big integral characters. You have around like 13 DLCs, quite a few DLCs at this point, as well to kind of go pick up and get media on. And we've seen like really cool artwork. We've seen them showcase cool things. There's been really cool integrations with their UI, AI, and I would say so far, like Bungie would be a good idea. Mainly as well because Halo itself literally had its own TV show. So something that Bungie made forever ago had its own IPs. But sadly, things have gotten worse. We're in Netflix's Destiny animated series, so think almost like a Clone Wars from Star Wars or other various old school media, has now been apparently been scrapped. So under like a year when it actually came out and was discussed, as I just talked about, if there were people getting hired to go and do all this type of stuff, it has now been apparently gonzoed. when it comes to this one right now, we're both console and PC players who have gotten the game. They know the charm, they know the vibe, they have like these cool dailies, a big MMO. It's kind of like a World of Warcraft MMO. People will probably check it out just because of like their attachment to the game itself. But as of right this second, it does seem, as of right now, in a new report, that Netflix and Bungie were quite close to giving the World of the Traveler an animated series of its own. And so far, it doesn't seem like they hit. Destiny 2 first arrived in 2017 following the release of the game that started it all. While it's been years since we saw the sequel hit PC and consoles, it's had a good longevity. A lot of people have been playing the games. If you guys actually play it yourselves, let me know, because I think I do cover up some sort of Destiny news on occasion, because it is a PlayStation game. But Bungie did go and announce, as we covered at the start of the video, that it was teaming up with the former Warner Bros. Executive Gabriel Vodhaus to make TV and movie projects of the game. So nothing's been set in stone so far, and he had a chance to go and discuss this as well, which was actually maybe meant to not even be with Netflix too, basically stating that this new position will work with Destiny Universe leadership team to create strategy and execute the operations for expansion of Destiny into new media, including TV, films, books, comics, and audio formats. Destiny has a universe worth of stories waiting to be told, and they look forward to creating connections with the best class partners to make these all happen over here. Or basically, they wanted to do Netflix. So they were tempted to go and have a proper partnership with Netflix to promote this on out, which is intriguing because it does seem like PlayStation's kind of going everywhere. I believe the God of War show is with Amazon. I believe The Last of Us was with HBO. So it's intriguing, and it would also be expected that something like Netflix would also have at least something going on in the PlayStation universe. And as well, I do think animated shows usually do slightly better, at least on Netflix. They've had a few different animes and custom-made animes, animated movies, and usually has a pretty good anime subsection when it comes to their whole. Now, obviously, Crunchyroll, et cetera, make a lot of sense, which I'm also surprised they wouldn't just also want to host it on Crunchyroll. But obviously, Netflix has the funding. They'd probably give them like a proper deal, and they have a cross-promotion, build more audiences, and go from there. So in a new video over here from Paul, he confirmed that there was an animated series in the works that would study the universe of the Guardians, which obviously the Destiny 2 characters. Unfortunately, the project was killed before I had a chance to hit the streaming service. As Tassie confirmed, I heard a long time ago that there was a Destiny Netflix show being tossed around like an animated one, but ultimately just didn't come together. They're not sure how far it got. There was in the scripting phase or something. This was a long time ago too as well, and this might have even been before the Sony acquisition. Depending on the time is when it happened. So it's about sad to go and see that right now we are seeing more Bungie news and Destiny news kind of being negative. Seems like they're still not turning profit. Seems like PlayStation still doesn't necessarily know which direction to take in the future. And at the end of the day, I think a lot of folks are kind of unhappy on how Destiny and, well, Sony have been handling the franchise, the IPs, and of course, a little bit disappointing seeing that we don't get to see a really cool show. Because I do think that Destiny and Bungie world building is great, and I would love to see more animations in regards to it as a whole. We could also maybe saw a huge influx of things when it comes to Destiny, when it comes to people playing the game, checking out the game, new audiences, and the fact that never happened makes me a little bit on the sad side. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Give me all your thoughts and comments down below. We also have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well, and I appreciate y'all for watching. First place.